Okay, hello children. Let's start with chapter number 20, that is circles. First, starting off with what is the definition of a circle. Circle is a plain closed figure which is made up of some points which are equidistant from the center point. This is the fixed point and the rest of the points are equidistant from the center point. Next, coming to the center, this point in the middle of the circle or this fixed point is called the center of the circle. Radius, any line segment from the center to the boundary of the circle is called the radius of the circle. Radius is a singular term. The plural of radius is radii, and we can draw as many radii as we want, and all the radii will be of equal length. Next, what is circumference? This outer boundary of the circle is called the circumference of the circle, or the perimeter of circle is called the circumference. Now coming to chord, a line segment which has the endpoints on the circle is called a chord. So we can draw as many chords as we want. Now when a chord passes through the center of the circle, it becomes the diameter. So diameter is nothing else but the longest chord of the circle. Diameter and radius are two terms which are interrelated because diameter is double of the radius and radius is half of the diameter. These are the formulas to find radius and diameter. Coming to interior, whatever lies inside the circle, inside the boundary of the circle, it's called interior of the circle. Whatever lies outside or the boundary of, on the outside of the boundary of the circle, they are called the exterior points. And if I talk about the circular region, the interior and this boundary is called the circular region. These are some points. AB are the interior points, CD are the exterior points, and EF and AB, these are the points in the circular region. Coming to a secant, a line which cuts the circle at 2 points is called a secant. Now coming to a tangent, a line which touches the circle at 1 point is called the tangent, and it touches the outer boundary of the circle. The point where it touches, that is called the point of contact, and from the center to that point of contact, it is always a right angle which is formed. Only one tangent can be drawn to the circle at a point on the circumference, and two tangents, if on the circle I draw two tangents, they will be of equal length. Now coming to what is an arc, this is the boundary of the circle. So a part of the circle is called the arc of the circle, a smaller part is called the minor arc, and the bigger part is called the major arc of the circle. Now what is a semicircle? Basically half of the circle is called the semicircle, and when you make the diameter, your circle is divided in two parts. Each part is called the semicircle of the semicircle. So, or you can say diameter divides the circle in two equal parts. Now two radii and a minor arc or a major arc makes an angle of the circle, or we can call it as the central angle of the circle, and the smaller part is called the minor sector, the bigger part is called the major sector. Now when you make a chord, your circle gets divided in two parts. The smaller part, like the chord, and the smaller arc makes minor arc, makes the minor segment, and the segment and the major arc makes the major segment of the circle. Now in a semicircle, when we draw any angle, that angle is equal to 90 degree, or we can say that angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. Now coming to the exercise, starting with question number 1. This is the figure. First part is, what is OC? OC is the radius of the circle. What is AB? AB, as it is passing through the center, so AB is the diameter of the circle. PRQ, so PRQ you can see this is the arc of the circle. Point T, this is the point T, this is the point of contact that the tangent makes. XTY, XTY is your tangent, and this shaded portion is the minor segment of the circle. Now coming to the fill in the blanks. Question number 2, fill in the blanks. All the radii of the circle, they are equal. A line segment joining 2 points on the circle to the center is called a sector. Diameter of the circle bisects the circle. Diameter of a circle is dash the radius, it's double the radius. The part of the circumference which is greater than the semicircle is called the major arc. A sector of a circle is the region which is bounded by what? Two arcs, two radii and one arc. The dash of the circle is a region bounded by a chord and an arc, the segment. The dash of a circle meets the circle at only one point. The tangent meets at only one point. Perimeter of circle is also called the circumference of the circle. The interior of a circle together with a circle is called the circular region. Now coming to true and false. True and false. Number 1, diameter is the longest chord. Yes, it is true. Two semicircles of a circle together make the whole circle. Yes, this is also true. Only one chord can be drawn inside the circle. False. We can draw as many chords as we want. Circle has two radii. This is also false. It can have infinite number of radii. Center of the circle lies on the circle. This is false. Center lies in the middle of the circle. A line can meet the circle at most 2 points. This is true. Maximum number of points it can meet is 2 only. From a given point in the exterior of the circle, two tangents can be drawn to it, and these two tangents are equal in length. This is also true. Now coming to question number 4. For question number 4, we have this figure given. It is said that C is a point, fixed point in the plane, and P is the moving point. This CP is 8 centimeter. First of all, you have to name what figure is formed. Obviously, it's a circle. Second is you have to find the length of the diameter. Now this is the radius. Diameter will be the double of radius. That means diameter is 2 into radius, 2 into 8, which is equal to 16 centimeters. Next point is, if CQ is 6 centimeter, then where will point Q lie? Inside or outside? Obviously, as 6 is less than the radius, it will lie inside the circle. And now question number 5. Diameter is given to you as 15 centimeter. O is the center of the circle. You have to give some reasons for the position of points P, Q and R. Now first of all, you have to, diameter is given, find the radius. Radius is half of the diameter, so radius comes as 7.5 centimeter. First point is OP is 7. So where will this point P lie? Now as OP is less than the radius, so your point P will lie inside the circle. Now OQ is 9. OQ is more than the radius, so therefore point Q will lie outside the circle. And lastly, OR is 7.5. Now OR is actually equal to the radius, so therefore point R will lie on the circle, that is on the boundary or the circumference of the circle. Children, we have only question number 1 to 5. The rest of the questions are not included in your syllabus. So we finish this chapter number 20. Thank you.